I don't know if this is actually going to work. I'm suspecting it won't. All right, everything seems to be cool at the moment. Where is it? I really don't know if you called me or not. All right, so that should work pretty good, at least for the moment. All right, I need to bring you up just a little bit. Am I gonna be able to do that? Yeah, okay. Maybe that'll hold it, I don't know. I'd like to think it will hold it. All right, so take off the old mask. Yeah, that is an old mask. It's a Christmas mask, so that, I guess that would make it old. Okay, I think it's July. Yeah, it is July. It's pretty good, I think. It is July 19th, Monday morning. Looks like it's going to be a beautiful day. I'm on my way to pick up Sean at the airport. He's coming back from San Francisco to visit us for a while. He's coming alone. Shelly, I think, is following up in a couple of weeks. I know she has an annual trip that she does to this area to visit her family in Michigan. So that does work out convenient. We don't have to, it's unlikely they would come here if it weren't for that gathering of Shelly's family. But I'll happily accept that as an excuse for Sean to come home and visit. I don't know how long he's going to be here, but it seems like he's going to be here about a month or more. And Shelly will be here in a week or two. And then she'll stay for a week or two, maybe. I don't know her plans. I do know that based on last year's experience where they got stuck here for a year because of COVID-19, she's going to be a little bit more careful about when she leaves. I think she's going to get the hell out of here about as quick as she can. And that's fine. She has friends in she has friends in California, and that's that is what the motivation to go back to California is. And she loves San Francisco, and I find little to disagree with Shelly about. I also think that San Francisco is a pretty terrific place to live. But anyway, Sean is coming home today, and we're going to pick him up right now. First, I'm going to go by and pick up Nanette, and then we're going to go in her car. Whether she knows it or not, we're going to take her car and go pick up Sean, which is kind of cool, I guess. I don't have anything profound to talk about today. I never have anything profound to talk about. The empty nest syndrome, or the thing after your kids leave, is a real thing. Sean is living in California almost the year round, and Seth is living in Virginia, definitely the year round. He's there all the time. And so that leaves us with no kids here in this area. In addition, my brother Paul, who I tend to spend a lot of time with when he's here, lives in Hawaii. And with the pandemic, he was gone for almost 2 years. Then he came back for a couple of months, and then he zipped off back to Hawaii yesterday. And I don't know that he's coming back. They have such difficulty on deciding where they want to be think once they get to Hawaii this time, they may curtail their travel entirely. It was not fun to watch Paul and Sue struggle with the decision to go back to Hawaii. I was pretty sure that they were going to go back. I don't think they were faking their indecision, but I suspected they would get to the same decision they always get to, which is to head for Hawaii. Especially since Amy and her family were going to be there this week, and that would give them time to see their grandkids at least for a week. Well, that's a lot of rambling around to get to nothing. I don't mind being alone. I'm basically a loner type person. I think I always have been. Not necessarily by choice, but by conviction. I was pretty much convinced. I had the conviction that that's the way my life was going to go. I had that feeling that the way that I had no friends when I was a kid was the way that I was going to make my way through life. And as it turned out, that's exactly how it occurred. I made my way through life with no friends. I'm 75 years old, I think. I think I will be 70, I'll either be 74 or 75. I could quickly do the math and figure out how I'm going to be. I think I'm 73 right now. I'm going to be 74 in a couple of months. But here I am, nearly 75 years old, and the net sum of friends that I have accumulated over those some 75 years is still the same, 0. I don't say that in any pathetic, woe is me, because I've adapted, I've adjusted to that mostly, as much as a human can adapt to that sort of conclusion about his own life when he looks around at the world, realizes there's 8.5 billion people in the world, not one of which deems it appropriate to associate with him. Once you get past that little bit of mathematics, the rest is pretty much easy. I try not to think of myself as being a lonely person, although, most of the time I spend alone. And the truth is, even if the kids were here, even if they were living here in Chicago, pretty much full time, I don't think it would change greatly the amount of time that we would spend together. When Sean is here, like he's going to be here for the next month, if I don't really reach out to him, I won't see him. I really have to reach out. And I don't reach out. I'm not a reacher. I'm an outer, not a reacher. Outlier, I guess is what I'm thinking. So, don't cry for me, Argentina, because as much as I would like to say, other people, that this is something that was put upon me, this not having friends. I'm the one that coasted through life without friends. I'm the one that made decisions not to accumulate friends. I have the odd kind of personality that doesn't attract other human beings. I don't think I don't think I look like a werewolf. I don't think I'm a Frankenstein. So it's not my looks that make people avoid me. No, I don't. I think that I'm pretty much a normal looking human being. I talk normal. I could have normal conversations. Now, I have strong opinions, but I don't suspect it's much stronger than the opinions that most people have. It's just that mine are a little better informed, that's all. Yeah, whatever. So I become a voyeur. I kind of ride along watching life occur as opposed to reaching out and embracing it and being part of life. I'm more, I'm just that insect on the leaf floating down the river, watching things pass by. I'm not the guy that's out there trying to organize the Yeah, that's a good deal. So I don't know. I'm just trying to make sure, I guess, today, as I drive along, that this little setup is working. I'm sure it's not. This arm on this particular connector is just too long. And anytime it gets a bump, it really whips that camera around. And I know one thing I don't want to do while videoing in this situation is to sling that camera around. But nonetheless, I do. Not much I can do about it. So I'm almost at Nanette's house. About another half a mile, and then we'll be headed for picking up Sean. She went to the dentist this morning, so I don't know if she's going to be there. According to the Google map, she should be there. 19 minutes to visit the same dentist I go to. Where I live, it's more like, I think, a 35-minute trip. But she has a real direct route to get there. I guess I don't. So this is the day, So life goes on. Obla-dee, what the fuck. Alright, I'm getting ready to turn into Nanette's street. My street, in a way. I'm the one that paid for the fucking house. I don't care. She can have the goddamn house. She can have all the money. I'm 75. What the fuck do I need money for? I'm about done. I mean, I know people live 25 more years. That does happen. I don't think I'm going to be one of those people. There, that's a pretty random mix of conversation, I would say. Yeah, that's pretty freaking random. You can't get much more random than that, I wouldn't think. Well, I don't know. There we go. It's working. I don't know.
Kind of zero Earth possible within
that matters at all.
But the fact that we have